Have you ever felt like you don't deserve your success? Like any moment, someone's going to call you out as a fraud? You're not alone. Even the most successful people, CEOs, artists, and top performers, struggle with imposter syndrome. But here's the truth. You are capable, and today we're breaking down exactly how to silence that self-doubt and own your success with confidence. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to finally overcome imposter syndrome for good. Let's get started. Welcome to Life Fulfills, where life-changing insights meet actionable wisdom. In a world full of noise, we bring you clarity. In a sea of confusion, we offer direction. Life Fulfills is your pathway to transformation. Here at Life Fulfills, we combine cutting-edge psychology, real-life experience, and profound life insights to help you unlock your hidden potential. Whether you're seeking personal growth, emotional mastery, or life-changing breakthroughs, you're in the right place. In every video, we dive deep into the science of success, the art of fulfillment, and the strategies that turn ordinary lives into extraordinary journeys. Join thousands of others who've already discovered the Life Fulfills difference. Subscribe now, hit that notification bell, and get ready to transform your life, one insight at a time. Your journey to a fulfilled life starts here. How to overcome imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome, coined in 1978 by psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes, describes an internal belief that one does not deserve their achievements, creating a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud. Individuals experiencing this syndrome often doubt their capabilities, dismiss their accomplishments, and feel that they are faking it despite evidence of their competence. It affects people across various professions, educational backgrounds, and levels of expertise. If you often feel like you don't deserve your success, you're not alone. Fortunately, imposter syndrome can be managed and overcome with the right strategies. Types of imposter syndrome. 1. The perfectionist. The perfectionist sets extremely high expectations for themselves and experiences intense self-doubt when they fail to meet these often unrealistic standards. Even when achieving 99% of their goals, they focus on the 1% they missed, leading to constant feelings of inadequacy. They struggle to delegate tasks, fearing others won't meet their exacting standards, and often experience anxiety about making mistakes. 2. The natural genius. These individuals judge their competence based on ease and speed rather than effort. They're used to mastering skills quickly and feel shame when they can't figure something out immediately. Having to work hard at something makes them feel like a fraud, as they believe that true ability means everything should come naturally. They avoid challenges that might require a learning curve. 3. The expert. The expert feels they need to know everything before starting a project or applying for a position. They constantly seek additional certifications, training, and knowledge, believing they haven't learned enough yet. Despite extensive education and experience, they fear being exposed as inadequate. They hesitate to speak up in meetings unless absolutely certain about their information. 4. The soloist. Soloists feel they must accomplish everything independently. Asking for help is seen as a sign of weakness or incompetence. They often turn down assistance and take on excessive workloads to prove their worth. When they do succeed, they attribute it solely to their ability to work alone, reinforcing their isolation and fear of collaboration. 5. The superhero. These individuals push themselves to work harder than everyone else to prove they deserve their position. They feel the need to succeed in every role they hold: professional, parent, partner, friend, and measure their worth by productivity. They often sacrifice their well-being and relationships in an attempt to prove they're not fraudulent through constant achievement. 6. The time bomb. Time bombs live in constant fear of being found out, feeling like it's only a matter of time before others discover their perceived incompetence. They experience intense anxiety about evaluations or reviews and may sabotage opportunities due to fear of future exposure. Each new success increases their anxiety about maintaining their performance. 7. The Cyclical Expert. These individuals experience imposter feelings that fluctuate with new challenges. They might feel confident in familiar territory but revert to feeling fraudulent when facing new responsibilities or roles. Their imposter feelings follow a pattern of confidence, challenge, self-doubt, and eventual mastery, only to repeat with the next new situation. Causes of Imposter Syndrome. 1. Family expectations and upbringing. Children raised in environments where achievement is overly praised or where success is expected as the norm often develop imposter syndrome. When parents alternately criticize and praise or emphasize performance over personal growth, children may internalize the belief that their worth is tied solely to accomplishments, leading to persistent self-doubt despite success. 2. Societal and cultural pressures. Society's emphasis on constant achievement, social media's highlight reels, and cultural expectations of success create unrealistic standards. People feel pressure to maintain a perfect image while comparing their behind-the-scenes struggles to others' curated public successes, fostering feelings of inadequacy and fraudulence. 3. Workplace environment. Competitive work cultures, lack of proper feedback mechanisms, and unclear performance metrics can trigger imposter feelings. When organizations fail to provide adequate support or recognition, or when employees face microaggressions or subtle discrimination, they may question their legitimacy and belonging in their roles. 4. New responsibilities or transitions. Major career changes, promotions, or entering new professional environments can activate imposter syndrome. The learning curve associated with new responsibilities often triggers self-doubt, especially when individuals feel pressure to perform at high levels immediately despite being in unfamiliar territory. 5. Personality traits and perfectionism. People with perfectionist tendencies or high-achieving personalities are particularly susceptible to imposter syndrome. Their internal drive for flawlessness, combined with a tendency to focus on mistakes rather than successes, creates a perpetual cycle of self-doubt and perceived fraudulence. 6. Minority status or underrepresentation. Being part of a minority group in any setting, whether based on gender, race, age, or background, can intensify imposter feelings. Lack of representation and role models, combined with stereotypes and bias, can make individuals feel like outsiders who must constantly prove their worth. 7. Past experiences of failure or criticism. Significant failures, harsh criticism, or traumatic professional experiences can leave lasting imprints that manifest as imposter syndrome. These past experiences create deep-seated fears of repeating failures, leading to persistent self-doubt even in the face of subsequent successes. 8. Educational background. Differences in educational background compared to peers or transitioning between different educational environments can trigger imposter feelings. This is especially common among first-generation students or professionals who feel they lack the traditional credentials or background of their colleagues. Signs that you may have imposter syndrome. When self-doubt despite evidence of success. You consistently downplay your achievements and struggle to internalize your successes. When receiving praise or recognition, you attribute positive outcomes to luck, timing, or other external factors rather than acknowledging your skills and hard work. 2. Perfectionist tendencies. You set unrealistically high standards for yourself and become deeply self-critical when falling short of these expectations. Even minor mistakes can trigger intense feelings of inadequacy, and you often spend excessive time trying to perfect tasks beyond what's necessary. 3. Overworking and burnout. You consistently work longer hours than necessary, take on extra projects, and over-prep for everything. This compulsion to prove your worth through constant productivity often leads to exhaustion and burnout, yet you still feel like you're not doing enough. 4. Difficulty accepting praise. When someone compliments your work or achievements, you immediately deflect or minimize their praise. You might respond with explanations of how it wasn't really that hard, or point out flaws in your performance that others haven't even noticed. 5. Fear of being found out. You live with persistent anxiety that others will discover you're not as competent as they think. This fear leads to constant stress about making mistakes or being exposed as a fraud, even though there's no evidence to support these concerns. 6. Undermining your own experience. Despite years of experience or relevant qualifications, you consistently question your expertise. You might preface your contributions with disclaimers or hesitate to share your knowledge, even in areas where you're well-versed. 7. Comparison obsession. You constantly compare yourself to colleagues or peers, focusing on their strengths while minimizing your own. This often leads to feeling like you're falling behind or not measuring up, regardless of your actual performance. The reluctance to seek growth opportunities. You avoid applying for promotions, speaking opportunities, or new projects unless you meet 100% of the stated requirements. This fear of stepping outside your comfort zone limits your professional growth and potential advancement. 9. Emotional response to mistakes. When you make a mistake, even a minor one, you experience disproportionate emotional reactions. A small error can trigger intense feelings of shame and reinforce beliefs about your perceived inadequacy. 10. Difficulty making decisions. You second-guess your decisions constantly and seek excessive validation from others before moving forward. This stems from a deep-seated fear of making the wrong choice and confirming your self-doubts about your capabilities. How to overcome imposter syndrome. Comprehensive strategies for overcoming imposter syndrome. 1. Document your achievements. Keep a detailed success journal or achievement log where you record your accomplishments, positive feedback, and successful projects. Review this regularly, especially during moments of self-doubt. Document both major and minor wins, including the skills and efforts that contributed to each success. This creates a tangible record that contradicts imposter feelings. 2. Reframe negative thoughts. Practice cognitive restructuring by challenging self-defeating thoughts with evidence-based alternatives. When you catch yourself thinking, "I just got lucky," consciously reframe it to, "I was prepared for this opportunity and executed well." Focus on recognizing patterns of negative self-talk and actively replacing them with balanced, realistic assessments. 3. Share your feelings. Open up to trusted colleagues, mentors, or friends about your imposter feelings. You'll often discover that others have similar experiences, which helps normalize these feelings. Creating a support network allows you to gain perspective, receive encouragement, and develop coping strategies through shared experiences. 4. Embrace learning opportunities. Redefine failure as a natural part of growth rather than evidence of inadequacy. View challenges as opportunities to develop new skills rather than tests of your worth. Accept that making mistakes and feeling uncertain are normal parts of professional development, not signs of incompetence. 5. Set realistic standards. Work on developing reasonable expectations for yourself by distinguishing between perfectionism and healthy striving. Break down overwhelming tasks into manageable steps and celebrate progress rather than fixating on flawless execution. Accept that excellence doesn't require perfection. 6. Own your expertise. Actively acknowledge your knowledge and skills instead of minimizing them. When receiving compliments, practice saying thank you instead of deflecting. Keep a running list of your expertise, skills, and knowledge areas to reference when self-doubt creeps in. 7. Seek mentorship. Build relationships with mentors who can provide perspective, guidance, and validation. A good mentor can help you recognize your strengths, provide realistic feedback, and share their own experiences with professional challenges and growth. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend facing similar doubts. Develop a more compassionate inner dialogue by acknowledging your humanity and right to make mistakes. Remember that feeling uncertain doesn't diminish your capabilities or worth. 9. Take calculated risks. Gradually push yourself outside your comfort zone by taking on new challenges. Start with smaller risks and build up to larger ones as your confidence grows. Each successful step forward provides evidence against imposter feelings and builds authentic confidence. 10. Focus on growth. Adopt a growth mindset that values learning and development over proving yourself. Set learning-oriented goals rather than performance-oriented ones. Celebrate the process of improvement rather than focusing solely on outcomes. 11. Develop clear metrics. Create objective ways to measure your progress and success. Having clear, measurable goals helps combat the subjective feelings of inadequacy that fuel imposter syndrome. Regular self-assessments based on concrete criteria can provide realistic feedback about your performance. Conclusion. Overcoming imposter syndrome is a journey that involves recognizing and challenging the thoughts that undermine your self-worth. By developing strategies to counter these feelings, you can gain a healthier perspective on your abilities and accomplishments. Remember that you are not alone in this struggle. Many people experience similar feelings, and with patience and practice, you can learn to embrace your success and navigate the complexities of self-doubt. Your achievements are valid, and you deserve to own them. Imposter syndrome doesn't define you. Your growth, resilience, and hard work do. Remember, you're more capable than you think, and every step forward is proof of that. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit that like button. It really supports the channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever struggled with imposter syndrome? Drop a comment below and let's support each other on this journey. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Life Fulfills and turn on the notification bell so you never miss powerful content like this. Lastly, share this video with anyone who needs a confidence boost today. Let's help more people break free from self-doubt. Thanks for watching, and remember, you belong, you are enough, and you deserve your success.